Mailbag Tuesday.
Yeah. I wonder if there was a Mailbag Marty in your life growing up.
A close second to Taco Tuesday?
Hey, everybody.
I might disagree with you there.
What?
But at any rate, we're very excited to answer your questions. Yesterday, we asked you to send us the questions that you had regarding the January transfer window. So we're going to answer some of those right now. So let's get our first question up. This is from Chelsea Tejada. What do you think of Barca's board saying they can't sign anyone and won't sell anyone? Charlie.
That just comes down to finances. I understand because look what they've had to do over the past couple of seasons. I mean, it hasn't gone well, you know, in terms of player recruitment. Xavi it feels like he's struggling at the moment.
I disagree.
You think?
I think they've built together, considering how much they've had to bend over backwards. They've put together a squad that is very good. A squad, not a team. They're not playing well. Xavi has gone also to the academy, has used a lot of youngsters, but
yeah,
you have
academy doesn't count.
Okay, fine, but you have but you did an incredible job in the transfer market, spending, I mean, in comparatively very little money to the other big teams in Europe. Just you're not playing well. You got Gundogan. You got a midfield with Pedri.
You get him on a free.
Yeah, good. I mean, let's look up Barcelona's trend. They must have not spent over 10 million euros, some crazy amount of money, and they put together a team.
But the statement was that they're not going to spend.
Yeah, because they can't.
That's the whole
okay, so
the whole point.
Right, and I don't know if they can even afford to fire Xavi and hire a new manager. They're stuck. They're cornered. They have to deal with what they have at this point, which is the reality of Barcelona, and this is on them because they knew this is what they knew this is what they were going to get to, and now they have to ride or die with Xavi at this point.
So you're agreeing.
Are we pulling morning footy?
Like those are my thoughts.
How dare you agree with me? You're not listening.
Yes. That's what they are. They're handcuffed. They can't spend.
Yeah, then that's on them.
And this is exactly.
What if now's the time to get rid of Xavi and bring in Mourinho?
Oh wow, that would be crazy.
Whoa.
And you know Mourinho wouldn't care,
you
but
just blew my mind.
What if now's the time? Mayhem. You can afford that.
But the irony is that they put themselves into a corner, but they have a good squad. They have a squad that can compete.
And what happens next year?
That's my point. That they have a squad that they can compete. And
you can't compete enough to win to make the money you need.
Sorry, hold up. Two people are talking.
Hold on.
You
can't compete with enough to make the money you need. They needed to get further into Champions League in order to get the financial help they need.
Right,
They're certainly not going to do that with this squad next season either.
They're in the knockout stage of the Champions League.
They needed to get further. They need to win. They need to get into the.
Right.
They've already said this. They're not going to win Champions League with this squad.
No, but they're in a position to
do it.
Sure.
Unlike last year.
Do you think they're going to win with this squad?
You take it game by game. I don't think right now they're the favorites, no, but you take it game by game. Who knows?
But the whole point is you're saying their squad is good enough given that they're not spending to compete for La Liga, to compete in Champions League. That's what you're saying at this point.
Okay.
That they have a good enough team at the moment to win,
correct.
to compete.
This is really messed us all up.
Seriously, my brain wants to melt when this type of thing happens. I'm
This
like,
guy went all over the place.
We're all agreeing.
We're all agreeing that he went this way, he went this way. And
I've been trying to derail it with Jose Mourinho. You guys powered through it.
Stuck between a rock and a hard place. Okay, let's move on to the next question. This is from Miggy Garcia 97. He wants to know, where will Gio Reyna go? # free Gio. Alexis, where do you think he's going to go?
Nottingham Forest.
In what?
Now, let me explain.
Yeah, please do.
As crazy as that sounds, let me explain. Who is currently the coach of Nottingham Forest? Do you guys know?
I can't even.
Nuno Espirito Santo.
Thank you very much. And who's his close friend that has brought him into different jobs and has brought different players directly to him?
Jorge Mendes.
And who is Gio Reyna's new agent?
Jorge Mendes.
There it is. Boom. Solved. And Jose Mourinho. How about that? Just to say it again.
What about Wolves?
Huh?
What about Wolves?
Well, George Mendes is no longer linked with
Well, Real Sociedad is rumored to be interested in Gio Reyna, and Real Sociedad plays a style of football
That seems
best
more-
suits his game.
And especially
And
that
he's
they
not going
lost
to go.
Kubo.
He's not going to go from Dortmund not playing to Nottingham Forest, who's fighting relegation, and especially could be handed a point deduction. For me, I don't see that happening. Although I do see the relations that you're making in terms of Mendes and Nuno Espirito Santo. But at the same time, you want to go to a place where you're going to play, where it's almost guaranteed. I get the quality if you want to go from one Champions League club to another Champions League club or a club that's competing for top four, you're going to have to compete. But I think he needs to go to a place where it's almost guaranteed that he's going to be on the pitch. And Real Sociedad, I don't think it's guaranteed if you're going to be on the pitch, especially when Takefusa Kubo is playing in a position that
I like that,
is
Chao,
one he'd
but
be fitting in.
where's Takefusa Kubo right now?
Yeah, for the time being, Asian
right.
Cup.
But this is a nice little opening, and teams, because of this issue with clubs losing players to AFCON and Asian Cup, you need a quick fix for like 3 games. You literally go on the market. Tottenham went on the market to go get a striker for a quick fix in 3-4 games. And if Real Sociedad can figure that out, and you never know, if you impress enough, they're coming off of a big loss to Derby at the weekend, and if you impress enough to try to shape things up, you never know.
I would have thought Roma would have been a good spot for him, but not to say it's still not with De Rossi. Maybe if De Rossi was given the chance to have a player who could be a provider for Dybala and Lukaku, because I think that's the type of player that they're missing. So I think Real Sociedad would still be a good spot for him. Roma.
I'd love to see it the way they play.
He just.
But who knows?
Well, one thing we do know, he needs to leave now. Actually, he needs to leave yesterday.
He just needs to play, doesn't he?
That's it.
All right, let's get to our next question. And this one is just very simple and straightforward from Steve Claiborne. Jesse Lingard? Have y'all been watching his antics on social media?
I have not.
Okay, so he's basically posting videos. He's without a team, by the way. He's only 31 years old, so he's still got some years left, but he's without a team. He's been posting some videos of himself training and working out and maybe kind of, selling himself, positioning himself to showcase his abilities for a club. And then Paul Scholes just comes in with the savagery. You gonna just blank about in the gym, or are you actually gonna play football? And he goes, oh, there we go, Jess, a ball. You just need 10 more lads with you now.
Jeez.
Savage by Paul.
Savage, absolutely savage.
That's top banter.
Yeah.
That
By the
is
way,
top banter from it.
I care more about where Paul Scholes is going to go than Jesse Lingard.
I went to go find the comment on Lingard's Instagram, and they're not there anymore.
Oh, he deleted them?
Yeah, I think so.
Why?
I don't
They're
know.
funny.
It was funny. It was funny.
It was very well played. But yeah, Jesse Lingard without a club. Are you surprised that he hasn't landed somewhere?
The
Like I
rumors
said.
were that he was talking with MLS clubs last season before
DC
he signed.
United with Rooney.
Was it DC United?
Yeah.
And what was the reason that didn't work? Was it the wage requirements?
I'm not sure exactly.
Really?
But I know that was the rumor that he was going to join Rooney with DC United, and that didn't happen. And the longer he goes without competitive football,
Yeah.
tougher it is for him. We've seen Isco, though, who was out for 6 months, I believe, when he left Real Madrid, and he's really played extremely well with
No,
Betis.
when he left Sevilla.
It was Sevilla.
Sevilla.
And he went to Betis, and it's not impossible for Jesse Lingard to bounce back if he finds a club, but it's going to be more difficult.
Do you think
to
his
play.
videos are helping his case?
No, I don't.
I think if Jesse Lingard's agent's smart, you call Miami, go for a discount. Absolute discount. Get the veteran minimum.
Keep him away
whatever
from
it is.
those temptations.
Jesse Lingard in Miami.
Oh,
Sporting
boy.
Kansas
Messi,
City.
Suarez.
Sporting Kansas City.
Let's
Who has
go.
Jesse Lingard's discovery rights?
Ooh.
Imagine it's like the Vancouver.
Colorado. Colorado Rapids.
Oh, boy.
Is that true?
No, but I'm saying that's the type of place he needs to be.
Away from the
Yeah,
spotlight?
Away from the spotlight.
Come on over,
Focus on
Jesse.
football.
Come down,
Water's
YCFC.
warm over here.